CBBC would like to state that no Brainees or insects were harmed in the making of this program, and that none of the training you're about to see be attempted unless under expert supervision.
8 Brainees, 1 challenge. To use complex mass of 100 billion cells we call brain for chance to win Brain-Jitsu black brain belt. This is Brain-Jitsu. Born in Lancashire, trained in Japan, with mind as sharp as samurai sword. He is Brain Master. He is the sensei.
Konnichiwa. And welcome to Brain-Jitsu. Mental training specially designed to boost brain power and focus. My trainees, or Brainees, have been following a basic programme of training in the comfort of their own home. A brain-boosting routine of exercise, sleep, and enough fruit and veg to stock a greengrocers.
I'm feeling really confident and I'm going to win that black belt.
I expect myself to get to about the 4th round. I think all the other competitors are good competitors, but they just can't beat me.
Now my Brainees must put their training into practice by testing a part of the brain we use every day.
Level 1, yellow vault.
Take a look at this crowd of people. Can you spot the woman in the red jumper? Spotted, eh? Congratulations! You've just used your occipital lobes. This area, the seeing part of our brain, allows us to recognise and separate images from each other. The 7 Brainees who use their occipital lobes the best will be allowed to enter my Brain-Jitsu dojo, where their training will continue. The one who fails will be left outside. Oh, feel the burn.
Enter the dojo!
Brainees must first answer 4 questions by counting the shapes on the board in front of them. Get the questions right and they'll be left with a 4-digit code, which they must then use to unlock a piece of brain and secure their place in the dojo. But with only 7 pieces of brain and 8 Brainees, one of either Nadia, Shirwa, Nicole, Daniel, Bebe, Monika, Austin or Florence will be left outside and eliminated. The atmosphere in the noodle bar is hotter than flambéed wasabi as the 4 questions are revealed. How many black circles are there? How many 3-sided black shapes are there? How many small non-black squares are there? How many rectangles are there? The answer our Brainees are looking for is 2, 6, 7, 4. Bebe is first off her stool with Daniel and Monika hot on her heels, but have they rushed and got the code wrong? Soon, there's 1 Brainee to each piece of brain, and Florence has to wait and hope that one of them is wrong, or she'll be out. Bebe is wrong and has gone back to the noodle bar, but before Florence gets a chance to have a go, Bebe's back at the brain again. And just as quickly, Bebe's back to the bar. Florence takes her place at the green piece of brain. And she's cracked it. First place and all down to focus. The code our Brainees are looking for is 2674, as there are 2 black circles, 6 3-sided black shapes, 7 small non-black squares and 4 rectangles. Monika takes 2nd place, with Nicole coming 3rd, and there's a rush for 4th when Daniel and Bebe finish at almost the same time. With only 2 pieces of brain and 2 places in the dojo remaining, Austin is left out in the cold, while Shirwa and Nadia try their luck. They're both wrong. And so is Austin. These 3 must stay calm and focus only on getting the right answer. Work those occipital lobes. Is yellow Nadia's lucky colour? The correct answer, 2674. Nope, she's still wrong. But Austin's got it, and the yellow piece is released. Now just Shirwa and Nadia are left to go head-to-head for the final place in the dojo. But there's no contest, because before you can say salmon sashimi smells saucy, Shirwa's in and Nadia's out. So, as 7 enter the dojo for a chance to survive 6 more grueling levels of brain training, for Nadia, the dream of the black belt has ended before it even started.
I think it went wrong where I wasn't looking properly at the triangle because there was 6 and I put 5 and I was rushing and it was a bit nerve-wracking. I didn't think I'd get eliminated straight away.
So, with 6 levels to go, Florence, Monika, Nicole, Daniel, Bebe, Austin and Shirwa have entered the dojo and achieved the first of their coloured brain belts.
I'm really relieved to get through because there was 3 people left. I knew that if you were the last one, you're going out. So I fought my hardest and I got through.
I think I was good at that game because I'm really good at focusing at things.
I feel I'm very lucky to get through because it was very close at the end.
Brain-Jitsu!
In this next level of training, things are going to get really hard.
Level 2, orange belt.
We do things every day without even thinking, like brushing your teeth. But, you try brushing them using the hand you wouldn't normally use. See how you get on. If you manage to do that, you're using part of your brain that deals with problem solving, the frontal lobes. And that's what level 2 is all about. Taking something you normally do without thinking and doing it differently. Work it. To prepare them for using their frontal lobes in the next challenge, my Brainees are going to need some training.
The room of mental nourishment.
The room of mental nourishment is where our young hopefuls will train their brains to help them to progress to the next levels of the dojo. The more serious the Brainees take the training, the better prepared they'll be for the challenges that lie ahead. And in level 2, that challenge is all about getting their brains to think in a new way.
One brainee swings the pendulum, the other tries to catch it, blindfolded. So come on, we need to get into pairs. Oh, maybe should we get blindfolded?
This exercise makes our Brainees work their frontal lobes, as they have to really think about judging time and space. Something you wouldn't normally think about at all.
Okay. Oh, that was so wicked. I'm too cool. Oh, no, I'm
Best buds Bubbly Bebe and Florence are definitely in it to win it. But the boys don't seem to be taking it very seriously at all. Training tip time.
Repeat a word in your head in time with the pendulum.
Wallet. Crash, bang, wallet.
That's cheating, Monika. You've spread your arms so wide, of course you're going to catch it. The boys are still messing about. Austin's not doing it properly at all. And Shirwa can't seem to find his rhythm. If you want to work your frontal lobes at home, why not do some kitchen counting? See if you can count to 3 minutes for the perfect soft-boiled egg. It may sound silly, but it'll help improve your focus. And it's fun.
That's so cool.
Okay.
Me. It's all about me.
I don't know, those girls have got egos bigger than a sumo supermarket bill. And there seems to be a bit of rivalry amongst them.
We were very good at that.
We're the masters, yeah.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Trust me. You're going down.
Yeah, down the drain.
That's because the only brain you have is on your headscarf. You don't have to get upset about it.
We're going to win. Again, went out last round, which proves that we're going to win.
I think it was easy, and if it's like that the next round, I think I'll go through.
Austin didn't take the training seriously, but he seems sure he'll go through. Is there such a thing as Austin mental powers? Mimi, Monika and Shirwa didn't seem to grasp the task. Will it affect their performance? And Focus Florence and Best Bud Bebe did well, but will it get them their orange brain belt? There's only one way to find out. It's time for our Brainees to put their training to the test. Guardian of the dojo and task adjudicator the Shihan will now demonstrate the level 2 challenge.
Countdown box pop.
Brainees are all given a time, say 12 seconds. They must then squat down inside the box as soon as Shihan bang gong. Start counting. Then, when they think time is up, must jump out of a box. Brainy or Brainees closest to target time will go through to next level. Brainees continue like this until only one remain and is eliminated from dojo.
My Brainees must remember to control their breathing. The quicker they breathe, the faster they'll count. Work those frontal lobes. For the first round, our Brainees have to count to 27 seconds. If you want to play along at home, shut your eyes on the gong. Start counting up to 27, then open them when you think the time is up. To make this even harder, the she-han is banging about on a bucket. In the dark confines of their boxes, our Brainees have to focus on thinking about time passing in a totally new way. Will they remember their training? Daniel's way behind everyone else there, but who got it right and how close were you to that 27 seconds? Well, if you opened your eyes when Nicole, Bebe and Florence popped up, then congratulations. They were all closest to the 27 seconds. The three girls did well in the training and it paid off. That makes it 2 wins in a row for Focus Florence, and Best Bud Bubbly Bebe couldn't look happier. But the boys look far from pleased. Next time in 15 seconds. Why not play along at home? Start counting on the gong. It's just Monika, Danielle, Shirwa and Austin now counting to win their place in the next level. Only 3 orange brain belts left, but who was closest to the 15 seconds? If you agreed with Danielle and Shirwa's timing, then you would have also gone through, which means either Mimi, Monika or Austin will be out of the dojo. Austin looks worried. Final round, 32 seconds. Austin didn't really take the training seriously, and Monika didn't really do it properly either. But which one is going to be out of the dojo for good? Austin significantly earlier than Monika. Has he gone too early? Both Brainees holding their breath as they wait to see who's got that final orange brain belt. You could cut the atmosphere with a very sharp chopstick. So, Austin Mental Powers is in and Monika is out as Bebe waves a sad farewell.
Of eternal regret.
I found the brain training useful, but it was just the concentration in the actual task that just went. I feel that Florence should win the black belt because she's been very confident and she's been doing very well so far.
With 5 levels left, only Florence, Nicole, Daniel, Bebe, Austin and Shirwa have gained their orange brain belts.
Now I think it's even 3 boys and 3 girls, but I think the boys are going to show off that no boys have left yet.
I didn't really concentrate in the training because I sort of think I can do it all on my own, and I normally lose at stuff if I do that.
Brain-Jitsu! Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever cloaks and whose brain needs a lot more training? The Goggle Box, what an invention. And it's all down to this geezer from Bonnie, Scotland, Mr. John Logie Baird. John was too ill to fight in the First World War, so he spent 10 years tinkering with electronics until bingo!
Bingo!
He goes and discovers a way of sending pictures through thin air, and TV was born. Truly visionary. Oi, look, it's John Logie Baird again. Did you know that before he invented television, he faffed around trying to make diamonds by heating graphite? That's the stuff you get in pencils. So, did it work? Did it heck? He cut off Glasgow's power supply.
Are you grit numpty?
Brainy, John Logie Baird. Not so brainy, John Logie Baird.
Brain-Jitsu!
Pressure in Brain-Jitsu dojo rising. Now, just 6 young hopefuls remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Daniel, placed midway in both rounds. Bubbly Bebe.
I think my biggest competition is probably Florence. She is very smart.
Shirwa, who stayed in background so far but could be one to watch. Nicole and focused Florence.
The boys are really strong, but I think me and Bebe are doing really well as well.
And Austin Mental Powers.
I thought I was getting it spot on every time because we do it in school, but I was obviously not.
Challenges about to get even tougher. Only 2 Brainees will make final test. Table of Supreme Focus, where must move ball with power of mind for chance to win Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. It's time for Level 3. Win belt.
Now, we all like to chat, but did you know that using words to communicate is one of the main reasons why our brains have grown so incredibly powerful? And that having a conversation exercises both halves of the brain. Now, if all that's doing your head in, allow me to explain. Think of it like a football match. A player is focused on his own performance, but the manager, he has to think about all his players.
That's it, Alex! All the way!
It's the same with the brain.
There's the left half, which deals with the details, and there's the right half, which looks at the overall picture. This next level of training strengthens my Brainees' focus by working one half of their brain under pressure. Hey, pump it up!
The room of mental nourishment.
It's our second visit to the brain training room of mental nourishment. Brainees have a choice as to whether they take part or not, but any extra training they do will help them with the challenge. For level 3, it's communication.
Brain training. Get into 2 groups. One group describes the picture in front of them. The other group draws it.
So, our Brainees are in 2 groups. One group should use the right side of their brains to describe clearly how to draw the picture.
At the bottom row and going up to the top row.
The other team should use the left side of their brains to concentrate on interpreting those instructions and draw the same picture.
Has 2 parallel lines going up, and they are mirrored in the line in between number 3 and 4.
The boys' instructions are about as helpful as a rice cooker in a noodle factory. Training tip time, I think.
Tip is use clear instructions. Imagine yourself hearing them.
The line in between 3 and 4.
The key to this task is to communicate clearly with short instructions. Talk one at a time and listen to each other. You must work as one team. After all, you might be on the other side of the fence in the next challenge.
Do 1 square, then draw a line about half a centimetre. We're not... Don't you... Look.
The girls seem to be listening well, but unfortunately the instructions they're hearing are about as easy to follow as a Japanese menu without pictures.
Can we see what you've drawn so far?
Okay. Too bad. I don't think you've done
No, the only mistake is that you're probably not even saying it right.
Exactly.
Can we see the picture, please?
If you want.
How is that? Explain it.
Honestly, if you guys even get to the next round and this is in it, you're definitely not going to get through.
I don't think the boys were that good at instructing because they didn't really say the width or the how long it would be.
I think they're going to be absolutely terrible in the next task.
So the boys did pretty badly. Will they pull through the next challenge? The girls didn't have much chance to get their picture right. Will it knock their confidence for the next round? Time to find out, as our 6 now put their communication training to the test to compete for their green brain belts.
Barrow tip, do maths quick.
This level tests how well our Brainees can communicate. So, our 6 need to be in teams of 2. The chopsticks will decide their pairs. So, we have Bebe and Nicole, who both listened in the training, Dan and Austin, who both talked in the training, and one of each, Shirwa and Florence.
quickly as possible. Team must tip over 6 barrels containing number that go together to make sum. Pairs need to decide who is guider, who is tipper. As tippers will be blindfolded, they will be relying on guider to help them find barrel. Once all 6 have been tipped, Brainees stop clock by shouting Brain-Jitsu. Quicker they upend barrels, more time to pick up number and make sum. When Brainee happy with answer, hit gong. First 2 teams to work out correct answer will get green belt and advance to next level. One Brainee from losing team will be eliminated.
The key to success here is for the guider to use the right side of their brain to follow their teammates' progress and give them clear instructions. For their partner, it's vital they use the left side of their brain to focus on these instructions and nothing else.
First to put their communication training to the test are Bebe and Nicole. They were both on the listening team in the training. Can Bebe get the right side of her brain warmed up quick enough to guide Nicole to tip the first barrel?
No, put hand down.
They're struggling so far.
Step back a bit. Okay, hand up. Bit to the left. No, not that one, wrong. Bit to the left. Okay, pull. Tip.
Finally, that's first one done.
To the right. Okay, hand up. A bit to the left. Pull. Tip. Okay, step forward.
2 down, 4 to go. The key to good communication is to stay calm and give clear instructions. Bebe is looking a little flustered.
Brain-Jitsu.
They've finished in 2 minutes and 1 second. But Bebe's relief is much clearer than her instructions were. Now Shirwa and focused Florence.
Another step, please. Back a bit.
Shirwa talked and Florence listened in the training, and they've gone for the same combo here.
Hand out. Up.
But it's not really paying off so far, because these two are really struggling with the first barrel.
A bit more to the left. Back a bit. Tip. 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 Brain-Jitsu.
They've finished, but with a time of 2 minutes 17 seconds, it isn't really a high-five moment. Finally, the boys, Dan and Austin.
Right arm up. Up a bit more.
The boys didn't do very well in the room of mental nourishment, but the training tip must have sunk in, because Dan is using the right side of his brain brilliantly to give short, clear instructions, and Austin's mental powers are working overtime as he listens with the left side.
Tip. Tug. Brain-Jitsu.
They've finished already, and with a time of 1 minute 34 seconds, the boys are the first to collect their numbers. These are the numbers our teams are looking for. See if you can work out the answer.
Let's see.
Focused Florence and Shirwa were the last to collect their numbers, but they've gonged already, so either Bubbly Bebe and Nicole or Dan and Austin will be in the stare-off. The boys are looking panicked. They should stay calm. Nine times 4 plus 7 equals 43. All 3 teams got the sum right. There's just one thing though. That's right, Dan and Austin were too slow, and now they face each other in the
stare-off.
With just one green belt up for grabs, both Brainees must use all their powers of focus to fight the urge to blink. The first to falter will be eliminated. Oh, it's all over. So, Dan's in and Austin Mental Powers is out, and he looks gutted.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think it went wrong because I'm not really good at eye contests and laughing contests because I'm very giggly and I like to blink a lot. So that's probably why I didn't go through.
So, with 4 levels left, it's green brain belts for Florence, Nicole, Daniel, Bebe and Shirwa.
I was really relieved because Austin was really good at the staring competition, but at the last minute he accidentally moved his hands and that put him off.
The training didn't really help because the boys were really, really rubbish at it. We might as well have just guessed what they had on the board, really.
Brain-Jitsu!
Level 4. Blue belt!
This 4th level requires our Brainees to master a primitive part of the brain called the amygdala, the area that responds to threat. Remember the last time you felt afraid or panicky? Maybe you'd just seen a spider. Well, that feeling was triggered by the old amygdala. Now, stress can make you lose focus. Fact. Which is why my Brainees must train to keep their emotions under control. Prepare to harness the power of the mind.
The room of mental nourishment.
We're back in the room of mental nourishment, and it's time for our 5 remaining green belt holders to overcome fear and stay totally focused.
Brain training. From a circle, pass the disgusting drink around the circle, only passing it on when you have said a different animal. After 1 minute, the brainee holding the drink has to drink it.
And today's drink is cod liver oil.
Dog.
Cat. Bat.
Horse.
Shetland sheepdog. No, I said dog. Oh, I said Shetland sheepdog. Do it again.
Focus Florence isn't focused on the word, she's focused on her fear.
Dragon. Mouse. Rat.
And Nicole mustn't let the fear of the drink get to her.
Snake.
Unicorn.
Zebra. Magpie.
The gong means that's a minute up, and Shirwa has to drink the cod liver oil. And he takes a big old gulp.
No, I was wrong for that. I'm gonna try.
But wait, what's this? Dan's trying to prove himself a man by having a try himself.
Oh, God,
I'm not
Now they're all at it. Guys, it's supposed to be a forfeit. Training tip time.
Tip. Welcome the drink as your friend. It holds the answer. Haddock.
Cow.
If you practice this technique at home, it will allow you to keep your emotions under control, stop you from panicking, and help you focus better in situations like exams. Focus Florence is being fearful again.
Orangutan.
Gorilla.
I love you.
Polar bear.
Me. Penguin.
We've already said human.
No.
Who thinks you should drink it?
I do.
I do.
Definitely.
I'm sorry, but you are officially drinking the cod liver oil. I had a technique that I thought of the animal straight in advance after I'd just done an animal.
I thought it wasn't fair because everybody voted that I should drink it and the smell is just... Blech.
I thought that Nicole should drink it again for 2 reasons. Because Bebe had said human, and when Nicole said me, it was a bit related, and also I didn't want it to get round to me again.
So, Focus Florence seems to have lost her focus. Can she get it back for the next challenge? Dan the man fearlessly drank when he didn't need to. Will it take him through to the next level? There's only one way to find out, as our 5 now put their training to the test to overcome fear and compete for their blue brain belt.
Creepy crawly word grab.
This level, real test of mind over matter for Brainees, and will push them to really overcome their fear. Underneath the creepy crawlies lie an assortment of letters worth different points. Brainees have just 1 minute to plunge hands into tank and pick out up to 7 letters each. They then have a further minute to make higher scoring word they can.
To do well, my Brainees must block out the signals coming from their amygdala and ignore the creepy crawlies. The quicker they combat their fear, the more time they'll have to pick out the high-scoring letters. As the she-hand reveals the mealworms, Nicole is looking a little worried. but Bubbly Bebe is bubbling over with excitement. Florence pulling a few faces, but she's still pulling out letters. Underneath the mealworms are an extra 5 golden letters. If our Brainees manage to use one in their word, they'll double their score. Bubbly Bebe counting her letters there. Don't forget the maximum amount is 7. The gong means their minute is up, and now our Brainees have another minute to make the longest word they can out of the letters they've collected. See if you can make a word from the anagram on the screen now. All our Brainees did well to override their amygdalas in the challenge. They have all picked out the maximum 7 letters. So, how have our green belt holders fared?
Tagged.
It's a good word, but wait, the she-hand's going over. Florence, your D is actually an O. No points for Taggio, Focus Florence. She looks worried, and for good reason.
Jug.
That word gets Nicole a jug-tastic 8 points.
Dome.
7 points for Dan the man.
Lord.
Lordy, lordy. Bebe gets 6 points. Finally, Shirwa.
Cup.
Shirwa's cup runneth over with 7 points. That means that Focused Florence is the only Brainee with no points. She has to leave the dojo, and her buddy, Bubbly Bebe, looks distraught.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think the Bebe will win the black belt because she's really confident and she's done really well so far.
So with only 3 levels to go, Nicole, Daniel, Bebe and Shirwa proudly wear their blue brain belts.
The training helped me a little bit because it made me understand that cod liver is really disgusting, so I really needed to think about something that I liked.
When I saw the little creepy crawly, I knew that they weren't going to harm me and I needed some points, so I just ducked my hand and...
Brain-Jitsu! Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever clogs and whose brain needs a lot more training? Ah, the good old toilet, the WC. What would we do without it? Let's not go there. Most people credit a British plumber called Thomas Crapper with the invention. But actually, the idea of the toilet was first hatched just over 400 years ago when a geezer, John Harrington, installed one in his godmother's house. Her name, Elizabeth I. Well, you can't blame a queen for wanting to be ladylike. Another name for toilet is bog, and for the last 20 years, hundreds of hopefuls have been headed for Wales come summertime with dreams of becoming the world bog snorkeling champion. Oh, bog off. Brainy, Sir John Harrington. Not so brainy, bog snorkelers.
Brain-Jitsu!
Tension in Brain-Jitsu dojo mounting. Now just 4 young hopeful remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Dan the man. Nicole!
I feel great that I've made it through, and if I go out in the next round, I know that I'll leave with the blue belt and very proud of myself.
Shirwa and Bubbly Bebe!
My biggest competition at the moment is everyone really, but maybe Daniel and Nicole in particular.
Only 2 Brainee will make it to final test. Table of Supreme Focus, where must move ball with power of mind. Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt is within their grasp. It's time for... Level 5, Red Vault!
Now, if you're learning how to bull ride, then you might be interested to know that your new hobby is doing wonders for your old grey matter. Exercising both the thinking part of the brain, the cerebrum, and the doing part, the cerebellum. You see, doing new things increases the flow of blood into your head, which keeps your brain cells topped up with the oxygen they need to perform at their best. So, in level 5, my Brainees are going to be challenged to learn new skills. Now, you can speed up how quickly the brain takes in new stuff. And this is what our Brainees are going to train for now.
The room of mental nourishment.
It's our Brainees' 4th visit to the room of mental nourishment, and for this brain training exercise they're going to be working their brains by learning a new skill.
Brain training.
Juggle the two balls using one hand for as long as possible.
This exercise works both the thinking and the doing part of your brain. And in order to succeed, you have to control your mind to control your body.
Girls are obviously better.
How come you don't see any woman clown? I can't do this, and it's not because I'm a girl.
Oh, hey, training tip time.
Yeah. Tip. Have confidence. Compliment each other.
You're very good, Daniel.
Hey, no need for sarcasm, Bebe.
I think that you're getting really good at that, Nicole.
Thanks.
You can throw it up really hard.
Bebe?
Yeah?
I love your hair. I'm jealous.
You're supposed to be complimenting her juggling, Nicole, not her hair.
You need to compliment Nicole now.
No way.
Okay, Nicole, you're better than Bebe.
You've got big ears.
Bebe, I think you're doing really well by chucking one ball up in the air.
You can almost catch them now.
There seems to be a battle going on between Dan the man and Bubbly Bebe. Or is it because they secretly like each other?
Shirwa, you're really good. You're doing better than me with one hands.
Boosting your confidence really can help if you're learning something new. If you stay positive, tell yourself you can do it, you're much more likely to succeed at your new skill.
I feel a bit nervous, and I think I'll use what I learned just now.
Well, I'm not actually sure Bebe knows what a compliment is.
We know it's good to compliment people because it boosts up confidence and everything. So that's why we didn't, because we wanted to off-put boys. But I complimented Nicole. You know, I wanted to help her.
So, no one really concentrated on the juggling. Bubbly Bebe and Dan the man were more interested in winding each other up. Our four must now put their training to the test to learn a new skill for their red brain belt.
Mind maze.
To win red belt, Brainees must remain mentally confident as they learn new physical skill. Brainee must guide marble to end of maze on their helmet by tilting head using the screen in front of them as guide. But there is twist. Image they are seeing is in reverse. That means to go right, they must tilt left. What is more, Brainee is up against clock. Brainee with slowest time will be eliminated.
The tip for my Brainees in this next task is to remain calm and think positive thoughts. Giving in to frustration will only lessen their focus and slow them up. Nicole's up first. None of our Brainees really concentrated in the training, but Nicole has been very calm and confident throughout her time in the dojo, and this should help here. She's struggling with getting off the starting blocks, but she looks like she's staying mentally focused and isn't getting frustrated, which will help her with this new skill. It was a steady run, and she's done. Now, Dan the man. Dan spent most of the training ribbing Bebe and not practicing his new skill. He's struggling with the beginning here, and it's showing in his face. He must stay mentally focused to master his new physical skill. He's found his centre, and his control of the ball follows suit. A good run. Now, Bubbly Bebe. Bebe didn't really concentrate in the training, and instead of complimenting her juggling skills, Nicole complimented Bebe's hair. I wonder what it's going to look like after that helmet comes off. She's getting a little flustered. She must calm down if she's to succeed. A little overzealous with the mind maze there. Control is the key to this challenge. Pace yourself to really think about which way to tip your head. Bebe's learnt quickly to restrain herself and is now slowed right down. And her newfound calm has paid off because she's finished. But was it fast enough to get her the red? Finally, Shirwa. It's a good start for Shirwa. Shirwa isn't as naturally confident as the others and has stayed fairly quiet throughout his time in the dojo. He seems to be stuck in the middle section. His wide eyes show that he's the opposite of calm. He must find his mental focus to master the mind maze, but he seems to be struggling. Shirwa's finished. But as his lack of focus cost him the red. Now for the results. Nicole, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Daniel, 1 minute 34 seconds. Bebe, 2 minutes 6 seconds. Nicole's place in the dojo all hangs on Shirwa's time. 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So, Nicole's in and Shirwa's out.
Walk of eternal regret.
The tip said that to be confident in yourself, and that's what I tried to do. When I was moving to one side, it was moving to the opposite side, so it was really confusing. I think Daniel will win the black belt because he's done well in most of the tasks so far.
So with only 2 levels left, Nicole, Daniel and Bebe stand proud in red.
I like the new red thing. It's nice. But what I really want to aim for is the black one.
I think Daniel's my biggest competitor because he's done mostly really good.
I think my biggest competitor is probably Bebe. Hopefully she'll go out next round.
Brain-Jitsu.
Level 6, Roll boat!
It's this level which will decide which 2 of my remaining Brainees will go on to battle it out
For the black belt.
Imagine you're performing a dance. As well as your moves to remember, there's the other dancer to think about, and there's loads of people watching you. It's remembering things under pressure like this that level 6 is all about.
It centres around 3 areas of the brain. The seeing part, the occipital lobes, the memory part, the temporal lobes, and the movement part, the cerebellum. To the max.
The room of mental nourishment.
With only 3 Brainees remaining, this penultimate brain training challenge is all about improving your memory.
Memorize the train map.
Is that it?
Yep. Nothing else. I also think...
In this task, our 3 remaining red belt holders are exercising their occipital lobes, or seeing part of their brain, and their temporal lobes, the memory bank. But they've only got 1 minute to memorise the map, and they seem to be spending most of it deciding who's doing what.
I'll
memorise the middle. I'll memorise this.
So I'll do this bit.
Finally, they're quieting down long enough to do some memorising. But before long, that minute is up.
Nottingham, Belfast, Glasgow, Bristol.
No, Bristol's not on there.
Not a brilliant effort, Dan. Who's next?
Cambridge, Bristol, Leicester, Barnsley, Cardiff, Nottingham. I can't remember anymore. How many?
Middlesbrough and Worcester. Bristol.
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Yep. Yeah.
Taunton. And the one that's right at the bottom that starts with an E, Exeter or something like
Exeter,
that. And that's all I can remember.
Not a full house between them. Time for a training tip.
Split the tasks. Memorise a train line each.
Memory tests like this are a great way of training your brain, but don't try and memorise too much, or you'll end up forgetting it all.
Exeter, Taunton, Reading, Worcester, Barnsley, Stafford, Newcastle, and Castley.
It's other way round.
Carlisle then Newcastle.
London, Oxford, Bristol, Leicester, Preston and Glasgow.
No, you've got Nottingham.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll start again. London, Oxford, Leicester, Nottingham, Preston, Glasgow.
You've got Bristol.
Edinburgh, Manchester, Belfast, Cardiff, Middlesbrough, Cambridge, Warwick, I've forgotten it.
Brighton. I think I got all of them.
I think... No, you did not.
No, I did.
No, you did not. You forgot 2.
Didn't. You did forget.
You did forget 2.
Which ones did I forget?
You forgot Barnsley.
Yes. No, I didn't. I clearly remember.
Let's see who's right, shall we?
Worcester, Barnsley, Stafford, New...
Bebe's right, she did say Barnsley. Nicole's memory obviously isn't as good as she thinks.
After this training, I feel quite focused and prepared.
If it's like this, it's probably me to be eliminated.
So, Dan the man thinks he's a goner. Will it be 2 girls in the final, or will he master his memory when it really matters? There's only one way to find out, as our final 3 must now put their memory training to the test to secure their place on the table of supreme focus.
Super Memory Dizzy Dash.
Brainee is spin round and round on dizzy wheel, total of 10 times. Task is to use all power of focus to memorize 5 zoomed-in picture in front of them. Then race against clock to cross-balancing beam and collect full-size version of same image from 10 hanging above them. Then they must arrange in order that they have seen from the wheel. When Brainee is happy with selection, hit gong to stop clock.
My tip for the Brainees is to keep focused on the main objective and use their training to link the 5 images together.
So, our final 3 brave the wheel to compete for their brown brain belt and for a chance to triumph over the table of supreme focus. Time to spin. Will the memory training help our Brainees ignore the effects of the wheel and memorise the images? The order they are looking for is at the bottom of the screen now. Oh, bit of a wobble for Nicole, then she grabs the first picture, no problem. But now it looks like she's flummoxed. Nicole did the same in the training. She got the first few stations very quickly and then she got stuck. It's only 5 images you got to remember, Nicole. Our Brainees are under pressure as they race against the clock. They have to fight the dizziness to collect the 5 full-size images of the zoomed-in pictures they've just seen, then arrange them in the exact order they first appeared. Every one they get wrong is a 5-second penalty. Nicole's finally got her 5, but how will she fare with the order? There's taking your time and there's taking your time. Come on, Nicole, you're against the clock. She's changing her mind again. Focus, Nicole. Nicole finally finishes. She'd better hope the others are as distracted as she was. Dan's first up. Woohoo, Dan the man almost loses his balance, but starts picking the images straight away. He thought he was the weakest in the training. Will he prove himself wrong? Don't forget that this challenge decides which 2 Brainees will go through to the final round, the table of supreme focus. Very fast with the order and he's gonged, but has he done enough to get the brown? Now, bubbly Bebe. Bebe did well in the training and she's being decisive here too. Watch yourself, Bebe. Don't forget that this is the order Bebe is looking for. She seemed fast with the order, but whose memory has cost them their place in the final? Time for the results. Nicole, 2 minutes 16 seconds and 3 penalties, so a total time of 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Dan, 1 minute 5 seconds and 4 penalties. 1:23 in total. Nicole's place in the dojo hangs on Bebe's time. 1 minute 4 seconds and only 1 penalty. A total of 1:09. Bebe and Dan are in. Oh, and Nicole is out.
Walk of Eternal Regret.
I'm feeling quite sad that I'm not in it anymore, but I'm also feeling happy because I've come this far.
So with only one level to go, it leaves just Dan the Man and Bubbly Bebe to wear the brown brain belts in preparation for the final.
I cannot believe that I got... I'm so excited.
I literally feel over the moon because I never thought I'd get this far.
Brain-Jitsu!
8 young hopeful arrived at Brain Training Dojo to fight for Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. As challenges got tougher, Brainees got fewer. Some too slow. Others lost focus. Now just 2 Brainees remain. Bubbly Bebe.
I'm glad that it's between me and Daniel because now there's a balance between boys and girls.
And Dan.
I'm going to win the black belt, obviously.
But who will use brain training to max to win final challenge?
Brain-Jitsu!
Level 7. Black belt!
So, this is it.
Between my 2 remaining Brainees and the black belt stands Brain-Jitsu's ultimate challenge. A mental duel that is head to head in every sense. The battlefield? A table. But not just any table. For this, my friends, is the table of supreme focus, where our 2 Brainees will attempt to move a ball across the table using only the power of their mind. By getting this far, they've already demonstrated mental control under many different types of pressure. But now, they must learn to focus their minds by entering a state of total calm. To prepare them, my 2 finalists will need to get into the zone.
Room of mental nourishment.
So, it's down to the last 2. Bubbly Bebe and Dan the Man have one last chance to train their brains to win the black. In this final room of mental nourishment, they must bring together all their training to achieve ultimate focus.
Brain training. Mentally prepare yourself for the final task. Don't let sounds put you off.
So, our 2 finalists have to block out the noises and focus only on finding an inner calm and concentration. Both Brainees are doing well, but here's a training tip.
Visualise and focus on somewhere you feel happy and calm.
I'm going to win the black belt, obviously.
What I really want to aim for is the black.
Are you prepared to do the final task? Do you think you can beat me?
I think I can beat you. But do you think you can beat me?
I feel focused for it. I mean, lots of people have done it before me. How hard can it be?
I think the tip was good because if you visualise somewhere where you're happy, I visualised like I was at home and everyone was hugging me and saying, "Oh, well done, we're so glad that you got so far." I'm just going to try my hardest on the last final task.
Both Brainees seem pretty evenly matched. Dan the Man is certainly confident, and if excitement had anything to do with it, Bubbly Bebe would win hands down. But who will master the table of supreme focus and take that black belt? Let's find out.
Table of supreme focus.
Rules are simple. Each Brainee must push ball to the opponent's end of table using only power of mind. Sensors in Brainees' headbands measure brainwaves. This is converted into electrical signal, which moves ball. More focused mind, stronger signal, and faster ball will travel. See how Brainees are doing on this readout. 2 lines represent each player's brainwaves. Lower the line, more concentrated their mind.
To make sure this is the test of all tests, our Brainees must win the best of 3 rounds. So, this is the big one. If they are to succeed, our 2 finalists must use all their brain training to enter their zone of absolute focus. This is the reason they came to the dojo. This is the moment they've been training for. The she-hand starts them off and the mind race is on. Bubbly Bebe is first to move the ball, her black line lower than Dan's green. Dan's pulled it back, but she's gained control again. Dan the man pulled it back for a second there, but now Bebe looks like she's heading home. So, it's round 1 to Bebe. Dan almost got control a few times, but she pulled it back straight away. Can Dan even the score in round 2? Bubbly Bebe is off to an absolutely flying start. Her black brain wave line is much lower than Dan's green one. That's it, it's all over. Bubbly Bebe has used her brain training brilliantly when it mattered most.
I'm just so happy with it, and I can't believe it. I just want to jump out and tell everyone.
Glory for one brings disappointment for another. Dan the man fought valiantly, but now he must leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
This last test was really hard. I suppose Bebe's just more relaxed than me, maybe.
So Dan the man was pipped to the post, but it's a triumph for Bubbly Bebe. One of the most effervescent Brainees we've seen in the dojo. Bebe learnt from her training and managed to control her emotions in order to master the table of supreme focus. She is indeed worthy to wear the Brain-Jitsu black brain belt.
Thank you. This has been a really positive experience, and I'm definitely going to learn not to rush things, just to take things easy, like slow and steady wins the race. So that's what I learned.
Our journey has come to an end. Another Brainee has proven themselves worthy to wear the Brain-Jitsu black belt. But while Brain-Jitsu might represent the most extreme form of brain training, its philosophy can be shared by all. Each and every one of you has it in your power to grow your mind. All it takes is dedication and practice. This has been